All right, guys, I'm with you here today. I'm going to be installing the SCORSCHE LOC-80 line out converter right here. I just got this off Amazon, 10 bucks. Shipped 2 days, obviously. Today I'm doing my line out converter on a 2014 stock Scion XB radio. It's a Pioneer, and yeah, okay, so that's mine. This is how I'm doing it. You can do this one of two ways. Well, you can do it a lot of different ways, to be honest with you. So basically what a lot of people do is they pull the speakers on their, most people have a trunk, right? So the little hatchbacks and stuff, I have door speakers in the rear, so I would have to tap into those door speakers and then run my lines to the back of the car anyway. So what I do is I start right up here in the front of the radio, right? So if you guys know anything about Scion, it's a Lego, right? So that's all you got to do. Pull it out. And you guys know, don't drop the screws inside the dash. 10mm bolts for what I'm doing. But a lot of the time, you guys will find 10mm bolts around your system, your car. A lot of 10mm bolts, right? So on mine, there we go. I dropped mine down in between the e-brake handle in the middle. So that's one thing, filming and trying to do the radio, right? All right, so now this is what we're looking at, right? So if I was to go in the back and find all my wires, I can find my speaker wires in the door panels and stuff like that. I'm actually gonna go ahead and tap right here. So I'm gonna get this white and black, this gray and black, and I'm gonna match them up to my SCORSCHE right here, right? All right, so I'm gonna do these, and a lot of people do this different ways, right? So my personal preference is, the camera's gonna be a little shaky, guys. I'm trying to cut these wires and do this at the same time. So a lot of people do these different ways. So my personal preference is I just want to peel back the jacket on there, right? That's what I want to do. I just want to peel that back on each one of these. All right, so now I peel back the little jacket on each one of those, nice and quick. I gotta grab a hold on one second. Let me see if I can find it. All right, so I got the jacket peeled back. Now I'm gonna take a tiny flathead screwdriver, and I'm gonna separate a hole in the wires. Okay. So we just put a nice hole in each of them. Now a lot of people don't do this, right? So now I take my white, right? I'm gonna untwist it. I'm gonna make it two different, I'm gonna make it a prong, right? So I'm going to make it two ways. Now I'm going to take my white and I'm going to put one of the prongs in there. I'm going to twist it up. And now remember, we're in that hole, right? So then I'm going to wrap it on the opposite side of the hole. I'm gonna bend it down. Now look, I am pulling on this wire as hard as I can with my 2 fingers on each side. It's not moving an inch. It will not move. It will not disconnect. I do a lot of stereos on the side, and I tell you, nobody's calling me and saying, hey, my wire is disconnected 6 months down the road, you know, because people love to do that. We all know that. Anybody who does stereos, we all know how it goes, right? Somebody calling complaining because their stuff don't work, it's usually a disconnected wire, right? So now we're going to do our white with the black. Same way. Twist them. Get our 2 prongs. Get that in there. Boom, just like that. Twist it. Twist it. Fold. Boom. Give it a tug. Give it a tug. Nothing. Now we're going to do our gray. It's a nice day. It's hot out today. Sweating. I need to sweat right now though. I'm going stir crazy, so I'm trying to figure out anything I could do, guys. And this, I got a video coming up. Real soon, next week actually, when the rest of the stuff gets in. I'm gonna go ahead and do a test of some stereo equipment. See what we can figure out. So that's that one, and the last one is gonna be the gray and black. Right, so I'm not actually hooking anything up right now, guys, to test all this out. I think Monday, today's Saturday, I think Monday I'll have all my stuff and I can start hooking up wires and running wires and all that other stuff. But I'm going to do a full tutorial video on how to run amp wires and stuff after this. So if you guys are interested, check out that video. And I appreciate it. You know, my kids keep busting my chops to ask for likes and subscribe. So if you guys don't mind checking, you know, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. My kids will stop busting my chops, you know. All right, guys, that's it. So now my line out converter is good. Now there's a few different line out converters. You know, you got ones with a ground wire and a power wire. The reason why I'm not worried about that, and I just got the most basic line out converter, is I'm going to be installing a full digital EQ. So that's going to be my difference. Is I'm going to be running this has power, ground. This is going to convert all the signal. Now this is old. I've had this thing for a long time, but most of you old cats are gonna understand there's not too much better you can get than this right here when it comes to old school car audio. And that's about it, guys. That's installing the line out converter. Super simple. If you did have one with a power wire and a ground wire, you could actually tap in usually your main red wire, and then you could also do your any ground wire. You can put it into a bolt, or you can put it right into this ground wire right here. Anything like that. Super simple. Thank you guys for checking out the video. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it, and we'll see you on the next video. Stay safe.